For us, once again, we have a lesson, and ours is the oral poetry. Oral poetry is about song. Song and oral poetry is the same. It's different from the other two poems that we face. One in paper 1, which is based on mnemonics, that is, sound devices, alliteration, assonance, consonance, rhyme. The other one is that contemporary poem in paper 2, where the examiner seeks you to identify who the persona is, the role of the persona, and the subject matter. So, this one here is on oral skills. Oral skills. Oral poetry, oral skills, oral literature. But we shall not focus mostly on the oral literature part. We shall center our interest on performance, how to perform an oral song. Last time we talked about lullaby, and the lullaby is part of the oral songs or oral poetry that we handle. I want you to tell me what this is. When you consider this poem, we read it together. I want us to focus on that screen, and then we read together. If death were not there, where would the inheritor get things? The cattle have been left for the inheritor. How would the inheritor get things? The unroofed house has been left for the inheritor. If death were not there, how would the inheritor get rich? The bicycle has been left for the inheritor. The inheritor is most lucky. Brother, tell me, if death were not there, idle one, whose daughter would have married you? A wife has been left for the inheritor. Inheritor, how do you have lived? The house has been left for the inheritor. If death were not there, how would the inheritor get things? This is an Akoli song. And if you look at the intonation of that song, I have used a falling intonation. Especially with the WH questions. If death were not there, where would the inheritor get things? The word is where. So I didn't say, if death were not there, where would the inheritor get things? I didn't rise at that point. I fell. So, falling intonation. How would the inheritor get things? If death were not there, how would the inheritor get rich? Not how would the inheritor get rich? So, on that perspective, you know, whenever or wherever we have the WH questions, they attract a falling intonation. You know where the rising intonation comes about, and we shall focus much on that when there shall be a time when we will be looking at that aspect of oral skills, falling and rising intonation. Now, ours is to look at the performance of this song. How do you perform? Let us start from the very beginning. How do you draw their attention? This question is not confusing, or I would rather say is confusing with how do you prepare the audience for the performance. This is different. How do you draw the attention of the audience before the performance? So here is a place where students have been confusing the two. All these points or cues have been documented. And because of that, they have their own place. So anytime, any day, you get confronted by that question, how to draw attention before performance, think about these things. That is the typical now question. Draw the attention of the audience before the performance of the above song. That's being particular, but that question can fall anywhere. You would be narrating a narrative. You would be giving a speech. You would be giving a debate. You would be giving an impromptu speech. You would be singing a song, or the short forms, the proverb, the saying, riddle, tongue twister, etc. How would you draw the attention of the audience? That is the grand question. And that is how that question is set. Clapping. Look at the tense of your answer, not clap. Clapping. Clearing the throat, not coughing. That is different from coughing. So I'll give you the responses that are rejected. You don't say coughing. You don't say coughing. It is clearing, clear the throat. Coughing is involuntary. You don't prepare to cough. Coughing is sudden. Coughing is reflex. It is reflexive. But when you clear your throat, you are doing it on purpose. You are doing that to draw the attention of the audience towards you, so they may listen to the item that you are presenting. Whistling, although it is not very conventional, you can whistle. Pregnant pause, you come to the podium, you stand there, and then you look at the audience. You give that what we call commanding eye contact. Remember, we have commanding eye contact. We have, commanding eye contact is instructional. Commanding eye contact, then we have non-intimidating eye contact, and then we have meaningful eye contact. I'm talking about commanding eye contact. That accompanies what? Accompanies pregnant pause. Then we have beating the drum. Beating the drum. The above, you must be very aware that the oral song that you have been given is drawn from a community. This is an oral song from a community. There must be the community of origin. If not the community of origin uses a drum, then it's more prudent to draw the attention of the audience by beating the drum. Beat the drum, whistle, and then look at that. How would you prepare the audience for the performance? Many students like saying, I'll start with a long time ago if it is a narrative. What if that narrative does not start like that? But long time ago or once upon a time is part of the narrative. So you cannot prepare the audience by starting like that. There are certain pertinent things that we do. One, use of a relevant song. You can say relevant or related song. Related song. You sing that song, then they will know from there that there is a narrative you are going to give, or there is an oral poem that you are going to recite. Two, use a summative proverb. Summative, the word summative comes from, it is a derivation of summary. Summary, summative, that which brings a summation. In other words, conclusive. It is reflective, that by giving them that proverb, they will reflect that there is something about the proverb that is coming. Another possible answer is start with a relevant rhetorical question. Relevant rhetorical question. So the word relevant is very key whenever we give these answers. Now, what about aspect of oral performance? There are two words there. Aspects and performance. Performance, aspects, present in the poem, aspects of oral performance present in the poem. There are those things that are in the poem, and you see the reciter of this poem owns them. And out of the way he uses them, you will know that from this poem, this has been done because the reciter is performing. So there are aspects of oral performance. What is this that he does or she does that will warrant you to know that this item is being performed? They are the aspects of oral performance. Now, before we look at that, I want you to reflect on that when we come back in the second portion of this lesson. Then you will know what the aspects of oral performances are.